Hi there, Jill. Special Needs Mom Talks, in case you didn't already know. I'm sitting in my car outside the Greendale Y waiting for my daughter to get done working. She's a job here. And I was in between driving back and forth from a dentist appointment, and I can't go home in time. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to make my video. Not sure what's going to come out of my mouth, as usual, rolling with it. I think it's going to be about relationships. I know I've touched on this before. I do want to give a shout out to my partner, my awesome partner, John, who's been so supportive. Came into my life in 2017. Well, it came into my life in 2013, way too early after my divorce. And we both grown and changed and evolved on so many different levels. And he never walked away from what he discovered was going on when he moved in with a mom and four offspring, in an apartment, and a lot of chaos. And we've worked together over the years to provide a lot of structure and routines and sanity and grounding. And yeah, I don't want to say I don't think I could have done it alone, because who knows? It is what it is. And I am not also going to grovel and be like, oh God, thank you for saving me, thank you. No, because I believe I'm freaking awesome, and he stays with me because he loves me, obviously, and sees, and he can't turn away from the whole thing. It's changed him, it's changed us both, watching my kids go through what they go through. And I think he had no idea about how complicated, convoluted, frustrating, and almost unmanageable life can become when you are a special needs mom and parent. I think he had no understanding of the complications that some of my children present until you live with it day after day, in and out. The challenges to be with behavior, with the medical issues, with educational issues, all the stuff that I've already talked about and you already know for yourselves. So for me, it's been great. I can't say it's always been easy. We are very different people, but I think we're both pretty grounded in our own selves. So we kind of have our own interests, and we come together in lots of ways and have our own, I don't want to say our own lives or whatever, but yeah, it's good to be grounded in yourself. And that's kind of something I've learned over the years, to have my own interests and to take care of myself and to give myself some attention. Something that's not easy for the special needs mom. And I didn't do it early on, and I paid a high price for it. And it's almost impossible. I don't second guess it. I know I couldn't take time out for me time all the time when I was in the trenches, going back to back from one thing to another. I think if I had an awareness that it was important and was supported in doing that, I might have been more able to do it. I would have pushed for it. I would have spoken up. And that's the other piece of this relationship, is communication. All those thoughts you have as a special needs mom, you got to say them at some point, or I did. You got to write them down or say them and speak them out, because your partner, especially if he's not the father of your children, has no idea what's going on in your head. And they're operating on an assumption that the world works according to these logical principles. At least my partner was, until he lived with me and saw what we went through and completely broadened his perspective. So it's great to have someone that's open to doing that. I give him a lot of credit as a human being. So that's all I got right now. I'm going to rock on with sitting here waiting for my daughter, and really grateful that I got through my dentist appointment without crying. So on to bigger and better things, or whatever. Love you guys. Keep rocking it.